know, we were the favorites, and we made our way. They won the East, we won the West. So it's like everybody just get ready, sit back, and let's enjoy it.
Cheesy, that's what we called him. Cheesy Johnson, because we hated his smile. That magic smile was really the poster that we could put on the wall and we could start throwing darts at because we hated it that much.
At least we got the game in our court, and our fans will be hyped up, and it'll be fun.
I used to ask him, so what do you do during the day? Well, get up about 10 o'clock, practice at 11. I get over there maybe an hour before practice, I shoot. And then after practice, I shoot for 2 more hours. Then I go home, watch TV for 2 hours, sleep from 10 to 10. I'm like, hell, do you have a social life? What do you do? Yeah.
Look out, Burks in the crowd trying to get a loose ball back, and by golly, he doesn't.
I hated him. I hated Larry. It just went like that. There's no other word to really use.
Magic is straight down the middle. Still going, still going. Oh! Highlights, Bill!
We were La La Land. We were Hollywood. We were Magic Johnson in The Smile and Showtime.
Well, I talked about his hair. I think he told the media that was insignificant, something like that. I'm not gonna worry about him on cards, something like that.
You know, he just would incite, and he always had the quote of all quotes, even though he did nothing in games, you know, except swing a towel around. You went into an arena there where those fans, they wanted more than just to win. And it would be packed, and it would be noisy, and it'd be ugly.
Magic! Larry's gonna kill you! There's no magic in here!
I wasn't going to give them their tradition and talk about how great it was to play in Boston Garden and that the ghosts of the garden were hanging up in the rafters and there was a leprechaun on the rim. It was all BS to me. I was always working the other side of the coin about, you know, what the Celtics were all about, which were hidden places, you know, cameras, you know, spying.
He was paranoid, that's all. Pat was paranoid or just trying to make it out to be something that wasn't there.
I mean, stay tough. Stay tough. That's what it's about.
We knew we were the better team. We just had to prove it on the court. So we went out there, and we were just 2 steps quicker than they were.
Missing, rebounding is Magic, Cooper, and the fast break going to town. The Los Angeles Lakers have won in Boston.
They really couldn't catch up with us that first game, and I think that kind of shocked them. The second game was the same way. We had them.
The Lakers have the lead by 2 points. So now, what are the Celtics? What can they do with the Lakers having the ball with 20 seconds to play?
Well, we believe in the leprechaun. We need luck. We need something on our side to make this happen. So we were sitting there saying, you know, we gotta find a way. We got to find a way.
All we got to do is get the ball across the timeline, and the game is over. And so I throw it to James Worthy.
You know, I remember standing on the sidelines at the time and seeing what Worthy was about ready to do and see the Boston defender anticipating that, thinking, no, please don't throw that pass.
And now to Magic, back over to Worthy, and it's picked off. Goes to Henderson, he lays it off and in. It's all tied up. A great play by Henderson.
Worthy was scared. He was scared. He didn't want to shoot that ball at that time. I mean, he wasn't a good free throw shooter. He was trying to get that ball out of his hands. And he wasn't big game James then. He was more small game James.
We just went into shock. We were in disbelief, and we played like that afterwards.
Magic has still got it down to 2 seconds. 1 second. He's going to have to shoot it. He doesn't get it off. He doesn't get it off.
We never really recovered from that, and they end up winning that game.
And we're going to go to Los Angeles, all even at 1 game apiece.
For a minute there, I could hear Johnny Moose going, Henderson steals the ball.
I look back on my career, there are a number of moments that just are right there, that being probably one of the number 1 for me, and that changed the whole dynamic of the series.
I just think our guys were angry. There was some ridicule about the loss and how we, gave them that ball game, that we wanted to come out and play in front of our home crowd and make sure that, we weren't going to lose that home court advantage.
Here's the LA break. Cooper and Magic Johnson. The Los Angeles Lakers look like nothing could stop them.
Waves. It was waves of fast break. It was a track meet.
The Celtics cannot handle the speed of the Lakers.
We were taking hooks, body shots. We were in the clinch. That's all we could do was stand against the ropes and just take it.
This has to be one of the most decisive routes in championship game history.
We went in the locker room and Larry made the famous statement that we played like sissies.
We got some great players on this team, but we don't have the players with the heart sometimes that we need.
I was sitting right next to him, and he said in his mad, angry Indiana accent.
Today, when you see Magic slapping high fives and guys going behind their back and shooting layups on us all day long, it seems that somebody would try to put a stop to it. But until we get our hearts where they belong, we're in trouble.
I was up in my office at the Forum, and they came back late in the afternoon, had a practice, and I could hear them yelling and screaming and cussing down there on the court, even though I wasn't spying on them. You could just hear them from where my offices were.
We were stretching and getting ready for the game, and the comment was, this dunk fest is embarrassing. We got to take somebody out.
This is not the marching down, boys. This is marching on to victory. That's what it is.
ML was working on Kevin, and the whole time saying, boy, if I was in that game, I'd go in there and I'd just do something to somebody. Kevin's like, yeah. Like one of those, like, yeah, I'll do it.
Cooper to Kareem, to Worthy, to Randall. He should go the distance. Oh, look out! And both benches have emptied, and you knew this was going to happen. You could see it coming.
First thought that went through my head was like, hey, I'm okay. Now you got to get up and do something about this, Kurt. And then I was going after Kevin McHale to do whatever was going to come into my mind at that time.
Kevin was so nervous, he was shaking. It was like unbelievable. We told him, you did what you had to do.
When you catch something, you got to knock it down, to slow it down. And that's what they did. And just all hell broke loose.
Kareem swings the elbow, and now is Gillian and Larry Bird, jaw to jaw.
Larry and Kareem got into it, and then Larry was taking the ball out of bounds. Michael Cooper was trying to guard him. Larry kicked it back and kicked him into the stands. It was awesome. Got into a verbal thing with Magic, and I said to him, step across this line. If I come on the floor, I'm in trouble. But you come across here, I'm gonna flatten you in the floor.
ML didn't want to fight me. Remember that. You write that down.
Our reaction was too personal. We should have reacted as a team on the court. We tried to deal with it personally and individually, and that didn't work for us.
Magic with 7, with 6. Magic takes the ball and they throw it. Magic throws it away. 3 seconds, intercepted by Parrish. Magic threw it right to Parrish.
Tragic Johnson is what we called him then, because he made a couple of bad plays.
We're in overtime, tied at 123.
Casey drawn up the play for coming out of the huddle, and Larry turned and said, you guys want to win the game? Just give me the ball and get out of the way.
Gets it over to DJ. Bird goes right into the pivot. Now DJ holds the ball. Back in the Bird. The fall away is gone. Boston leads 125 to 123 as the Lakers call timeout.
Some guy came off the bench, made a steal, went down and dunked the ball, sealed the victory. I'm not going to tell you who it was.
Stolen by Emil Carr. And the Boston Celtics have evened this NBA World Championship Series.
We're coming back. That's right. We're coming back. We'll be back.
The next day, Friday, June 4th, 1984, and the temperature at game time inside the Garden is 97 degrees Fahrenheit, and there was no air conditioning.
Ordered a couple of air conditioning things to try to cool off the locker room, portable ones, plugged them in, blew the circuits in Boston Garden.
So now it's already 100 degrees. They got the heat turned up. Ooh, you thought you was in this, a sauna.
And with Kareem taking that oxygen, and just like, okay, we got him now.
You didn't feel like you were breathing air. It was like you were breathing something, but it wasn't having any effect in your lungs.
Here's Magic, off the mark. Lakers had several chances, and here's Larry Bird chucking down the court.
Afterward, we asked Larry about it, and he said, "Oh hell, it's hotter back home playing in French Lick."
And the Boston Celtics have trounced the Los Angeles Lakers 121.
We had given away a couple of games. We had missed free throws. The choke label started to come out. I think they were in our heads at that time, and they sort of had our number as we really got into a retaliatory type of mentality.
Maxwell is pushed and knocked away by Worthy. And now the Lakers are giving the Celtics a dose of their own medicine.
Even though we got Game 6, I didn't feel good about where we were. You know, as a coach, even though you're going into Game 7 with great players, you just didn't have that kind of feeling.
Well, I thought we'd sweep them in 4, but it's went a little bit longer. Now we just have to do it in 7.
To come back to Boston for the 7th game, all the marbles. We go in the locker room, everybody's a little tense, and Danny Ainge goes out and gets a heart monitor. It felt like Kevin's chest and there was no heartbeat. So, damn, you're dead, man. You know, you're gonna play. So he comes up to me and says, you know, puts it on my chest. He said, boy, your heart's beating pretty strong. I said, you know what? You guys just climb on my back. You get on my back. I'll take you to this championship. And people forgot one thing, that in 1981, during Larry Bird's first championship, you know, I was the MVP during that series. I was a player of note.
Maxwell.
Max went out and performed. He just put on a show. It was incredible, the level he went to. He was just relentless.
Maxwell against Magic Johnson. Moving inside. Basket is good and a foul. Somehow he always goes unnoticed, but in the big games he is very much there.
We knew we were getting beat, and with about 4 or 5 minutes to go, we weren't going to come back, and the celebration started, and that's not a very good place to be when you're getting beat, you know, by the Celtics in the 7th game.
You get frustrated when you know that you're a better team, especially with Larry beating me. That stuck with me for a long time.
The Boston Celtics are the NBA World Champions in a grueling 7-game series with the Los Angeles Lakers.
I hope they spend the rest of their life thinking that they should have beaten us. I hope it's aggravating Kareem and Magic right now.
Now we're like old soldiers. Old soldiers never die, they just kind of fade away. Well, that's what happens with us. We're just kind of fading away, but those memories have still lasted for the longest time.